PDP governors root for Fubara as party leader in Rivers. Make Fubara watch him back. The news in detail. Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party have voted for the recognition of the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Siminalayi Fubara, as the leader of the party in the state. The support for Fubara is contained in a communique issued at the end of the meeting of the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum PDP GF held in Jalingo, Taraba State yesterday. In the communique read by the governor of Bauchi State and the chairman of the forum, Mr. Bala Mohammed, the governors urged the national leadership of the party to allow Fubara to take his position as the rightful leader of the party in the state. Their renewed support for the governor followed the conduct of a disputed party congress in which Fubara was denied a say. The governors tasked the National Working Committee of the party to revisit the exercise and allow Fubara to take his rightful place in the leadership of the party. The forum notes the political impasse in Rivers State, where court judgments are employed to determine the outcome of the party's congresses. The People Democratic Party's Governors Forum restates its stand with the governor of the Rivers State and will engage the National Working Committee (NWC) of Agri Party to revisit the Congress to correct the anomaly and allow His Excellency Governor Siminalayi Fubara to take his rightful leadership position of the party in the state, the communique said. The support is also premised on the intractable disagreement between Fubara and his predecessor, Mr. Wike, who is now the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) over the control of the political structure in the state. The political rift has caused division in the party both at the state and the national levels, with the People Democratic Party National Working Committee, which appears to be in support of Wike, as evident in the July World Congress in which Wike's men triumphed. The People Democratic Party governors promised to engage the party National Working Committee to revisit the congresses with a view to correct the anomaly. Furthermore, the forum commended the People Democratic Party governors for their matured handling of the End Bad Governance protest across the country and urged the federal government to stop the blame game and face governance squarely by addressing core policy issues with a view to reducing the sufferings of Nigerians. The meeting deliberated on crucial intra-party and governance matters affecting our state as well as those overriding national interest and importance. The governors noted with a sigh of relief the end of the End Bad Governance protest, which was edging to a major national crisis. We salute the dexterity of the governors, especially of the People Democratic Party extraction, in handling the situation in their respective state with maturity, thereby restraining hoodlums and other unscrupulous elements from hijacking the protests. The forum reiterates that peaceful protests are the inalienable rights of the citizens through which they vent their genuine grievances. The forum commiserates with the families of those innocent souls that were lost and calls on federal government to ensure fair and speedy trial of those who were arrested. The forum laments that rather than undertake a review of macroeconomic and social policies with a view to giving them a human face, the federal government has resorted to blackmail. We call on Mr. President to show statesmanship by restraining his officials from blame games that make the subnationals look bad by mentioning piecemeal intervention that cannot solve the problem. We remain unshaken in our firm resolve to stand with the suffering Nigerian masses and to take all legitimate steps to ameliorate their plight, the communique stated. It also highlighted the concerns of the forum in respect of a crisis in Edo State in the heat up to the upcoming governorship election and urged the federal government to act with caution in resolving any issues arising therefrom. With regard to the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State, we condemn the pronouncement of the president to compromise the election in favor of his party, as well as the systematic intimidation of the People Democratic Party supporters by the Nigerian police, and call on the Inspector General of Police to call his men to order. On the lingering issue of revenue sharing among the tiers of government, it said, the forum notes with concern the refusal of the federal government to distinguish between the federal government of Nigeria FGM revenue, and revenue accruing to the Federation, which must be allocated in accordance with extant laws. We call on the Federal Ministry of Finance and Accountant General of the Federation to be more transparent in obeying the law, particularly Section 162(1)(2)(3), and equally call on the Accountant General of the Federation to stop behaving like the Accountant General of the federal government and to exercise a role in line with the Constitution. Therefore, we call for the separation of the office of the Accountant General of the Federation and that of the Accountant General of the FGN. The 9 PDP governors attended the one-day meeting. They were Mohammed Fubara, who is the vice chairman, and host governor, Dr. Agu Kefas. Others were the governor of Enugu State, Mr. Peter Mba, Mr. Modu Fintiri Adamawa, Sheriff Oboveri Delta, Mr. Caleb Muftang Plateau, Mr. Dauda Lawal Zamfara, and Mr. Godwin Obaseki, Edo State. Those absent were Governor of Oyo State, Mr. Sheyi Makinde Ademola Adeleke Osun State, Mr. Duyo Diri Bayelsa, and Mr. Eno Omo Akwa Ibom. My own is that this is what I'm going to say. First of all, PDP. What is happening? They talk. Why now? That's what I'm saying. Make Fubara watch him back. Why now? Why now? Why are they all of a sudden coming that okay, let's give him our support. Me, I don't trust these people. Politicians, normal, they have not given